Good morning. At this time, we'll open the Hamilton County Drainage Board for our meeting of August 25, 2025. Let the record reflect, we have a quorum of all three members. First item is approval of minutes of July 28th and August 11th.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item is statement of just compensation for the Anchorage Drain, McKinsey temporary easement.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
This was a statement for basis of just compensation brought at a previous meeting. However, we reevaluated the valuation and have reduced it. And based on the first review and the appraisal, considered items that were anticipated to be removed, but we have identified that they do not need to be removed. So that is what resulted in the reduction in the cost. So based on this, we recommend approval so we can move forward with acquiring this temporary easement. This will allow us to complete the Anchorage Drain project.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. We have no hearing requests, we have no final reports, we have several non-enforcements, and with the exception with item 13, Williams Creek, Jackson's Grant Village, McKinsey Window Well, I believe they are all slated for approval.
Yes, motion to approve 1 through 12 on the non-enforcements.
Any discussion on that?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's address item 13, please.
Yes, the final non-enforcement is for a proposed window well in the Jackson's Grant subdivision. It's for a window well that would be encroaching 3 feet into the 15-foot regulated drain easement. It would place the window well would be placed about 12 feet from the center line of the regulated drain off of the south property line. And we are recommending denial of the non-enforcement for a couple reasons. I mean, for one reason, that easement is also it's an emergency flood route, for one thing. And then also the fact that the window well, it's attached to the foundation of the house, so if we ever needed, if it was ever a hindrance to our maintenance access, we wouldn't really be able to remove it. But Mr. McKenzie, who's the home builder, is here today. Mr. McKenzie, if you want to come up, and he's here to argue for the proposed window well. So.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, hi, I'm John McKenzie. I hope I don't have to argue for it.
We could arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't want to arm wrestle with him. He's
Are you doing a formal?
Debate. Sounds more dignified.
Ah,
So what you see here is I guess, where I'm pointing is the subject property we're talking about, and you can see the window wells kind of on the left side here. Those provide, obviously, egress. There is a bedroom, a recreation room, and then a future bedroom in the lower level. So we have egress windows there, obviously required for emergency exit. I'm showing the house that is to the south, Lot 4, because it also has that same 15-foot drainage easement. So actually, there's 30 feet there between the homes of where the easement is right in the middle. So as mentioned, the window wells do go 3 feet into the easement, but still leaves 27 feet then for access to that area, which I think does provide good access for equipment. And we also know, and the homeowner that I'm building for knows that there is a emergency flood route through that easement. We are holding the window wells above the minimum flood protection grade for that flood route. Also, I just want to mention on both homes, per the zoning, we're allowed to have a 50% lot coverage, but we only have 42.7% coverage on the subject property and only 38.3% lot coverage on the lot to the south. So we not using all of the lot that we could, so we've got extra land there just for water absorption, et cetera, that, is not being covered by driveway or house or any kind of a footprint. I'm a little limited on how I can place the house and provide access to the basement. One, just with the lot size and where we would have to have the side yards, and also in the rear is a drainage easement as well. So I'm a little squeezed on what I can try to accomplish. I can't flip the house either and put the garage on the left side to maybe have the window wells on the side yard on the other side. Because in the PUD, it says that there's an intersection to the north and you're not able to see any garage doors from that intersection. So I had to place the garage as
Well,
it
it might
was.
be easier for you to get a variance from them than here. I don't know, I'm real concerned about this one. That's just my opinion. I mean, the visual of a garage store is better than having, because even though you're over the freeboard, Lord knows what might happen, you got a natural conveyance system right into the house.
Well, that's, yeah, we're putting the window well, the top of the window wells are above that flood grade, so they're above that, so,
But I don't know, with what we've been seeing,
yeah.
our
Yeah,
predictions and maps aren't always the best.
yeah. Yeah, I do have the routes.
I just think it's bad practice. Those lots are just too narrow for that house.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think, like I've said, we've got 30 feet there in the easement. We're into it only 3 feet. We're above the flood grade. I guess I looked at it from a window well standpoint, and would you rather have it there, or if it were flipped on the other side in the side yard, we'd be coming to 2 feet of the property, which I think you guys have said you would support that more than,
Would you have a preference on that?
Yeah, depends on if there's a drain. I mean, I'm not sure if there is or not.
Yeah, I don't know, excuse me.
yeah.
Gary Duncan, I'm the surveyor. Nice to meet you. That would be preferred over having this window well along the flood route. Flood route is an emergency situation where even though if the window well is kept above the minimum flood protection grade, this is where we get back-to-back 100-year storms or extreme rain events that by design, the water is going to flow right through here and it'll have a ready conduit right into the basement. Not to mention that 30 feet is essentially our bare minimum easement width for us to ever work on that drain, so this would hinder that. If it is possible to flip the house, I don't know if there's setbacks on the other side, but that would be my preference, would be to flip the house and have the window well on the other side.
Do you have any problem trying that instead?
What I would probably try to do before flipping the house
Variance.
is redesigning the basement.
Okay.
We'll have
And push
interior
the-
access up
push
with
the-
the window.
Push the rooms to the other side, and maybe try to do that without having to get a variance on the garage either.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah. The reason the customer liked the window wells where they were is those face south, so they let in more
Yeah,
light into that
yeah.
lower level and just kind of brightens up a lower level. So there was some reason behind it. It wasn't
Yeah.
just in a random,
yeah, I
And we fell
definitely
into-
understand that.
yeah.
Well, is there a motion on this?
Steve,
what do
you think?
I agree. I'm willing to acquiesce to Gary.
Just bad idea. So is that a motion to deny?
Yeah, I'd make a
Second.
motion to deny.
You have anything else that's not looking good for you? Is there anything
Yeah,
else you can
I-
convince us of?
I mean, we want to help, but this is, man, this one's a
Yeah.
tough one there.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling that later on, if something happened, these people are not going to be happy.
Yeah.
You'll be gone and we'll be a defendant.
Okay, anything else? All in favor?
I,
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in, though.
All right. Thank you.
All righty, let's move on. We have done that. We have no violations. Well, we do.
Yes, there is one,
Well,
yes.
Even on the.
Well, we
revised
have,
one?
we haven't moved it to violation yet. They're just
Okay.
under stop work order.
Okay, that's fine. We have no spills, no surety acceptance, no surety releases. We have construction updates.
Yes, Clarinets is still scheduled to start here at the beginning of September. It may move just a little bit, but that is getting some momentum to start. Cool Creek Drain, we are still closing that out. Mary Wilson Drain, that project has started. We are starting at the downstream end and working upstream. Hortonville Drain, I actually just completed the change order for that and have given it to the contractor for them to look at, to see if, based on the reduction in scope, if there's any adjustments they need made to unit costs that were bid. A.F. Ingerman Drain, we have met with the contractor, and we haven't formally done it, but we think it's in the best interest to wait until crops are out to get in there and finish up the job. So we'll continue to work with the contractor. They stand ready to mobilize back onto site to finish it, but they agree that we should wait until the crops are out. So that is on hold. William Lear Drain, J.S. McCarty Phase 3 reconstruction. Last week, we did acquire the last easement that had to go through condemnation, and the contractor, I believe, is going to get back on site this week to finish that project. West Arcadia, we are still acquiring easements on that one, so that remains on hold. Emily Vestal Drain, that project has started. They are starting at the south end and working upstream. Elwood Wilson Drain, Craig Halloran Arm, that project has also started. I don't know if they've moved out there completely yet, but they were excavating to identify the location of the tile. Staking's been done, so that project's moved forward. In the Anchorage Drain, we will make an offer based on the statement of basis to just compensation that we just approved. Make that offer to the landowner, and hopefully that project will get moving also.
Anything else to affect the agenda or the meeting that you would like to report on?
You doing
There-
Ambleside?
There is. We have, and I don't know if it ended up being in your packets, but there's an agreement for Ambleside and Lennar Development at 146th and Town Road in Carmel, that it's time critical. This is an agreement that we've worked on for, I don't know how many months now, with the developer. The Lennar is developing a piece of land to the west of the Ambleside development, and this is on the O.F. Henley regulated drain. There's an existing pond that was constructed back for the 146th Street project that Ambleside and the county agreed to move the pond and share the detention pond for detention purposes. So Ambleside has detention in this detention pond, as well as 146th Street. Lennar, the development to the west, wants to increase the size of the pond. So they're actually going to widen the pond onto their land. So this agreement is more or less a maintenance agreement between the Drainage Board, the Board of Commissioners, Ambleside, and Lennar for not just shared detention, but also shared maintenance. And we have, again, worked with the developer for quite some time now, and we feel it's ready to be approved.
So walk through the obligations of the parties on maintenance, please.
Yes.
Well,
The,
both HOAs have a duty of maintenance. So, and this issue, and I want to thank Larry from Nelson and Franklin.
Wondered why Larry was visiting.
Well, this is a real estate bar exam question.
Yeah.
But essentially, the HOAs, Ambleside HOA had maintenance of the previous pond, even though we owned the underlying fee because we bought it to drain 146th Street. So there's,
But we
Three
did
con-
not have obligation for maintenance of the pond itself prior.
For the inlet and outlet?
we.
Just,
correct.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's part of the regulated drain, and so when it was approved to become part of the regulated drain, we had our standard, we just
In and
maintain the
out.
inlets and outlets.
Yes.
And then that continues with the expansion.
and it's the same situation with the
Correct.
expand, we just have a bigger one that somebody else has to
Right,
figure
and
out.
then the HOAs will maintain everything else.
Do we have an enforcement mechanism when people start fighting on the boards? How do you resolve when one board says it's really you, or it's really you?
Well, I mean, there's a mechanism in the agreement, you know, for one party to enforce against the other.
Okay.
It's pretty clear that, you know, the county, the obligation is the inlets and outlets. Everything else is between the HOAs.
And do we have the standard language, if you don't do it, we do and we bill you?
That is in there, yeah, generally,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, I just want to
We
make
don't-
sure,
Okay.
if they've got feuding parties, I'm sure you'll resolve it and help your clients resolve it, but if people are flooding, we need to come in, fix it, and then bill you guys.
There's a self-help provision in there.
Sounds good.
I would
And-
ma- I
And that
would-
maintenance would be a maintenance assessment, basically against the parcels on each side. So that, you can tell when people practice real estate law, that was my issue. Two fighting HOAs is usually a bad deal, but under the degree, we sue them jointly and severally and get assessments.
I just want to make sure someone's there to fix it, and then we'll straighten out the mess afterwards.
I make a motion to amend the agenda for the Ambleside Lennar maintenance agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And make a motion to approve this maintenance agreement.
Second.
Discussion? Any more? All in favor?
Aye.
You're there.
Thank you.
Okay, how do you want to handle execution of it?
We've got signatures for both
You do?
you
Okay,
and the
perfect.
commissioners because you own the underlying fee.
Yeah.
And since it's being recorded, it has to be notarized.
Pardon me? Is it?
We
do
got
have
our
notary
own,
on
we got
this?
our own notaries.
Just want to make sure, thank you.
And your clients have already signed off? All the other parties have signed off?
Well, we've agreed to it, we haven't technically signed it yet because the closing is not for 2
Okay.
weeks. Where Lennar's land bank will take title, so.
So
Of your part of the pond?
Correct.
Do we have the other HOA signing off?
They've agreed to it, they just haven't technically signed it yet.
Okay. Do you want to put a time frame on it? It has to be,
30 days?
let's do 60.
60? Yeah, 60.
Yeah, if it's
works.
not, we need formal signature.
60 days.
Yep, then 60 days is perfect.
Okay.
I just wouldn't want it hanging out there and then we find out 2 years from now it never got signed.
Right, no, the closing is in 2 weeks, I believe, so.
Gary,
It
Dave,
has
and
to be-
I have
Well, there's a little
Recorded.
pressure on Lennar, but not the other HOA.
Right.
Just observation.
They have been in contact. The other HOA is Platinum Properties, and they've indicated that they have no issues with the conditions of the agreement, and they're willing to sign it.
Yeah, they approved the final revisions just last Thursday, I believe.
Okay, sounds good.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the legal department for all the work on this. This was, we put a lot of time into this, so.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
I just have one more thing. I don't know if this needs to be an actual add-on, but signing the executive session.
Memorandum.
Of today or
Today,
previously?
today.
Yes, is there a motion to approve the executive?
So move.
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
We're there. Oh, here you go. And we're good on the rest of this? Do we have any updates on the attorney or surveyor's office?
Yes. At your last, under the Drainage Board Attorney pending items, we brought you an agreement concerning the masthead drain. Phillips recorded document. Commissioner Altman wanted to make sure that the language in there requiring both the existing landowner and his successors be liable for any damage to our pipe arising out of replacement of their infrastructure, et cetera. It is in this agreement, in number 4, and has been added. The agreement has been signed by Mr. and Mrs. Phillips, the existing owners. The Phillips are successors to title to a Mr. McVale that we had an agreement with years ago, but he sold the property before he signed it. But Phillips have been very cooperative. They've got a new buyer. We recommend approval.
So, second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
And just have one update on our items pending. Number 6, the Elwood Wilson Drain, 1532 South Street. Tim Knapp and I are meeting with the landowner today to just talk through everything.
Okay. And I would ask on the Drainage Board Attorney side that we have several pending ordinances that we've asked for a long time ago. Either they're gonna go or they're not gonna go, and I'd like a report next meeting.
Okay.
I don't like having all this stuff hanging out. All right, anything else to come before the meeting?